So all them a talk. And I call up my name. Them can't get me out of the game. And so if Jamaica is to compete in its peer group, the way in which our intellectuals and some of our public opinion leaders think about our society will have to change and understand that what they held sacrosanct a decade ago does not hold today. We must be agile. We must become efficient. We must become more productive. And we must become more peaceful as a people. And that is what this administration is driving for. That is not with any sugarcoating. That is not with any beautiful speaking. That is just telling you what the realities are. So I appeal to you in this promising season. Pay attention to the global trends and consider which administration can best handle these difficult seas that the ship of Jamaica faces. Who can best?
Greetings and welcome to Auntie Yami channel, the real daughter of Africa, the motherland. How are you, my Jamaican brothers and sisters? Shower laborers, big up yourself. Oh, Jamaicans who understands what it's like to have a leader like Andrew Holness, where you know that deciding about your future is the most important thing. Shower to you. Kudos to you. JLP. Jamaica for change. So, anyway, how was your weekend? Mine was a bit quiet. I was a bit tired. But today is not about that. Today I'm here to talk about how you Jamaicans, you are deciding about your future. What is it all about? It's about you Jamaicans choosing the right leadership. Don't make any mistakes. Choose a leader who is making a difference. This election is going to be tough for you if you don't make the right decision. There is no time left. Decide and decide and decide, because you can see. You can choose the leader. Choose the leader who is leading people into progress, not just talk, and even just pointing fingers without even backing up his promises. Remember, guys, that decision. Remember, rebels. Remember, Jamaicans. That decision is in you. Don't ever regret. You've heard our Prime Minister. What did our Prime Minister say? Decide your future. Because Labour has been there. JLP has been there to make sure you've got roads. I've seen all those tarmac roads. let's watch this evidence, because I don't want to be talking without showing you one of the roads, and you know some of the roads. It's happening. It doesn't mean that he's showing us the road that was made by the previous government. No. Let's watch this together, as you remember to subscribe, and like this video, so that we can continue to give them woto, give them pain, sleepless nights. Let's
And our
watch.
roads will be fixed very, very soon. The government of Jamaica is pleased this morning to ensure that the shared prosperity through accelerated improvement to our road network Spark project is finally signed. The contracts will be signed, $45 billion. It's historic, the largest ever in the history.
Never before in our history has there been more roads built or under construction at the same time. The Maypen to Williamsfield Highway, the Montego Bay Perimeter Road, the...
You've heard, you've seen that road, not even hearing. You've seen with your own eyes. People of Jamaica, you've seen the road. I'm not just talking. There is a lot. This is the government. Is a lot. This is the government, JLP government, the government that is there to deliver. Reducing poverty, helping the elderly, the youth. Respect inclusion, including other people, the vulnerable, the elderly, the youth. That is very peaceful. Jamaicans, remember to consider the government which can carry you out from difficulties. Have you already considered? I've seen others, they are not even considering. What are you doing, Jamaicans? Don't take me as a joke, but take me serious, because you will end up choosing the prime minister whom every day, rather than going around and listen to people's problems and sort out the problems, you end up choosing someone who bought buses, transport for children, but unfortunately, within a week, there was a tragic. Every week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, I've seen him talking to people. This is the right Prime Minister who will go, not wait for his ministers only to go and talk to people, or the MPs to deliver the problems during Parliament, but this is the Prime Minister who is hands-on. Every week he's going around listening to people, trying really hard to see by himself, to witness, not to hear from someone. I'm not saying that MPs are not there to report to the Prime Minister, but listen, the Prime Minister who is capable, the Prime Minister who is there with the vision and who is there for his people, will go around, not roaming on the street with buses doing nothing. And this Prime Minister who is ideal, who is got capability to bring Jamaica up here, this is Andrew Holness. Because I'm not just saying, there are a lot of projects, water systems. What about roads, as I said before? poor people, very vulnerable people, less privileged people. He's trying really hard to include them in a lot of social programs that will help the vulnerables, the disabled, the youth around Jamaica. He's allocated these programs, certain programs, to support them. He doesn't want to lead them. He doesn't want chaka business. Doesn't want chaka business, because he's there to provide to you Jamaicans. He doesn't choose if you are laborites or if you are PNP. He doesn't choose. If you come to him, he will listen. 2011, this PNP government introduced transport, PNP transport. You know, sometimes if I say something, then you need to correct me. Not in a bad way. But what happened? It ended up in disaster. Because these vehicles were not ideal. They were not fit for transportation. But today, he's opening his mouth. What is he saying? Oh, these children buses are like this. It's just jealousy. Bad mind, bad mind. Why can't you explain to Jamaicans about what happened to 2011? Do you believe that people have forgotten? No one has forgotten, and no one will forget. To those who are still stuck on this side, how can you forget this? Do you love your children? Think twice and open your eyes. Let's watch this.
Did you know that in 2011 the PNP already tried a PPV partnership to transport students? Well, here's a clip of the rollout of the failed attempt.
It is also looking to replicate the success of the rural safe school bus system in Clarendon. It should drive into Manchester in September, providing a more reliable and safer option for students.
Months after that rollout started, tragedy struck when an accident occurred where 22 children were injured and 4 died. Now we have to ask ourselves if the issue is with the buses or the PNP is just trying to...
We cannot forget this ordeal. It's a shame that there are still people out there who are supporting Mark to destroy JLP government in the governance of our Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who is stepping up for his people, for Jamaican people, and make sure everything is done. Shower right, Labour, shower right, Labour. Choose Labour, choose Jamaica, choose change. JLP for change. What about extending bilateral relationship with other Caribbean countries? And now, over CARICOM. Let's listen to this.
Tomorrow, we shall also receive the completed work on the CARICOM external tariff CET and the rules of origin. And I want to thank all at COTED and Community Council for teeing it up. We did think that you were taking a little long, but it is finally here. The political judgment that has to be made by heads now is what other items that will not compromise regional production that can have the bung rates continue to be reduced so that we can see more progress on the reduction of cost of living.
You've heard Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley. What is he saying about CARICOM leaders conference which is happening in Jamaica? They want to examine CARICOM external tariff, and this will help food cost. It will reduce a lot of items. They want to look into it. This will help to protect local industries from foreign competition, raise government revenue, or retaliate in trade disputes. As you know, most of the commodities are being imported from abroad, and the price becomes very expensive. But this will help to try to avoid that, to avoid goods to be more expensive. It could encourage local produce, as our Prime Minister Andrew Holness is doing now by helping small farmers. This will be helpful to both of Jamaica and the whole of Caribbean. This is really, really interesting. And I've heard that PNP leader Mark wasn't there the opening day. Who does that? He doesn't understand in inclusion or working together with others. So how can you choose a prime minister who will not want to work with others? Everything is about himself. He doesn't want to know about anything because in him is always bad mind. Jamaicans, the decision is in your hands. I can't come here every time to remind you. There are still some out there who are still living in darkness. They can see the light on the outside, but outside, they are in darkness. There is electricity. Andrew Holness, Prime Minister, is working into cheap electricity. But those people who are still supporting that dark side, they are still living in darkness. I don't know how I can help them, but I'm going to still think about them and give them time, because you know what? There are some people out there. They are always the last one to think. Believe me or not, that one vote, if you just get it wrong, it will cost your kids, your grandma, your granddad, your auntie, your uncle, their future, especially the youth. If you've got children, think about their future by voting Andrew Holness, because he's creating a bright future for the children, for the youth. Every time he's talking about youth, bright future for the youth. Let's listen to this clip.
She was never supposed to win. Not there. Not in a place that hadn't voted for her party in over 30 years. But in 2019, Anne-Marie Vaz, known now as Action Anne, shattered the odds. She didn't just win. She bulldozed through history. With nearly 10,000 votes, she became the first Jamaica Labour Party JLP member to win Eastern Portland in decades. For most
JLP na played to leave that to Bunting, but not in South Manchester.
But guess what, coming? He didn't know he was going to play against a cricketer. There are times when they're playing cricket. Let me teach him.
In 2019, a woman changed history in Jamaica. And this woman is that woman who is called Action Ann. A woman who is very, very Barbary. A woman from JLP. A woman who changed Jamaica, who changed Portland. Because East Portland was in darkness long time. But God chose this woman, Action Woman, and changed everything. God sent Action Ann, go and rescue my people. Go and help my son, Andrew Holness, to get out Jamaicans from the darkness. And it happened. I was like, oh, this time, why is she so Barbary? But later I researched, do some research. I say, I can't believe. Why is it that this Action Ann is always Barbary? Then I came across this. I'm like, why not talking about it? History will repeat this September, Jamaicans. Choose her to continue. You can see she's always hands-on. Because each and every government member is hands-on in the leadership of Andrew Holness. This is what I've seen. The other side, I've seen a leader who is just not sure of himself. If he's not sure of himself, how can he be sure of you, Jamaicans? How can he listen to you, Jamaicans? It's your choice. Don't be fooled with the crowd. That's what I have to say you. Policies matters. A person can be on his own, but have strong policies to deliver and has vision. But others might be in a group, but what they do is just nothing. Not meaningful. This is what is happening. Do you want this orange or you want green? To continue, or you want this to come back and destroy everything? You want them to come back and start claiming that those houses are for the government. You want them to come back to increase interest rate, which is now with effect from 1st July, which has happened already, is 0%. The service charge is 0% for the property as acquired. This has happened to think about the less privilege with the governance of Andrew Holness. Who else can do that? This is a government that has made Jamaican economy stable, paid off the debts. Do you want Jamaica to go back into debts? Or do you want Jamaica to compete with other countries like Barbados, like Guyana? Do you want a Jamaica where you've got oil now? That means Jamaica now is getting on top, higher. But do you want to go back down? I always repeat. You want someone to come and say, oh, you know what? Oh, the company which JLP discussed about this or this, why, when, which, or this way. You want that? No, Jamaicans, you are better than that. Don't get cheated by naysayers, because they are there just to talk without delivering. They'll come like they're angels. They'll come and talk about gold and diamond. But don't be cheated, because inside them there's fire. Inside them there's death. I'm saying this with my whole full chest. They will come like shining stars, but in them there is soul inside them, filled with soul. Do you want leaders like that, Jamaicans? To destroy Jamaica? To destroy what JLP has already planted? No. Jamaicans, think twice. Don't be cheated with false lies, false promises, Jamaicans. These promises are false and lies. They are not going to do that. They are going to destroy Jamaica. Remember. Don't forget, remember, if they couldn't do it that time, why do you think they can do it now? The world is driving fast. You don't want to be left behind, Jamaicans. Follow the right leader whose administration is there to consider each and every Jamaican, from disabled, vulnerable, elderly people. What about the youth? You name it. I've seen Jamaicans happy, celebrating houses, celebrating running water, celebrating social community programs. What about hospitals, schools? Our kids now, they want to be parking each other on the bonnets of the, inside the bonnets of the taxis. So that's not enough for you, Jamaicans. What else do you want? Because Andrew Holness hasn't finished. He's even acknowledging you. I have a lot to do for you, Jamaicans. The resources are there. Everything is ready to show you that I'm gonna develop Jamaica. The coming 5 years, a lot is going to change. He is showing you each and every day. Every end of the week, we can see, we can witness what the Prime Minister is doing. And his ministers. He's not leaving his MPs behind. You can see how they are working together because they believe in togetherness. Why are you behind? Why are you left behind? Just because someone out there has managed to convince you to destroy Jamaica. Do you believe that those people are happy for you Jamaicans to take over your country? They are not. Jamaicans, listen to your voice. Don't listen to that second voice. Do the right thing. I'm saying this, do the right thing. Vote the right candidate. Vote the right party. The party that is continuing. Not the party that is going to start from there. Did they tell you where are they going to get that money from? Why is it that they didn't do that before? Why were the roads not constructed fully before? Why is it that it did not happen? Ask yourself a question. What has changed now for you to trust them? Don't say I didn't warn you. Let's listen to our people trying really hard to remind Jamaicans to vote for the right party. Because people love you, Jamaica. Because Jamaicans out there, they love you, Andrew Holness. And Jamaicans are the people who loves each other. That's why they are reminding each other that don't make that mistake. Let's listen that as we also jump to our
Jamaica.
Prime Minister
Jamaica
song.
Jamaica people, this is for you. Jamaica. Somebody, please, when I finish this video,
don't forget
please
to
send this video,
like, comment,
to the
and share. Thank you very much to all my Jamaican subscribers.
Send this video to him.
We want new subscribers. You are such a god, even more than Diana.
And the Jamaica Labour Party to see.
Kudos to you. Shower right.
We need the 14
Labor rights.
The labor rights.
Big up to you,
labor
brothers
rights.
and sisters.
14 parish. We want you to see this video. This video is for Jamaica. This video is for the Jamaica Labour Party. I want to listen. I was on my live last night, and when it reached around 10,
these are the
we were there praying
when we win
and singing. We were there praying for the Prime Minister. We were there praying for
Fetem Loading JLP.
It happened last, I close my live and I go to my bed.
Choose change.
I didn't wake up until 4
Choose JLP.
This morning. I woke
Thank
up.
you very much. God bless you.
And when I go back to my bed.
And once again, thank you very much to all my subscribers. If you are in love, my African people, you always love Jamaica.
And the vision
I'm surprised that you are not following up. If you are an African out there who love Jamaica, this is the time to come here and subscribe,
and when
so
we go
that
to the JLP
we can continue supporting our brothers and
huge,
sisters.
it was a large crowd
JLP
there.
is what I'm going to say.
A large crowd there.
That's the symbol.
You understand
Jamaica
me?
for
Get
change.
To go to the front or in
if
the
you
middle
want to
or the
choose
side.
change, it's
It
Jamaica.
happened that
it's JLP.
it looked like it was me
for change.
alone leave to come at the meeting. Because
who
I was at the
doesn't
back
want Jamaica
of the meeting,
to have
me and my friend
a leader?
So that means that we are the last person to come at the meeting then.
With
I was in the back
visionary
of the
leader,
meeting, me and my friend.
Andrew Holness. Thank
when
you
I
very
stand
much. God bless you abundantly. Ciao, ciao.
I see one of
Bye.
I want to say my friend.